if you have been shopping for a projector that has good projection quality, good speakers, as well as a premium build, it's really hard to find one that costs under 2,000 ringgit, and those mainstream brands would be probably selling you more than 3,000 ringgit. However, this one right here costs just 1,799 ringgit, and it is the Yaber Ace K1 projector. Now, what's really interesting about this projector right here is it's really premium build. As you can see, it doesn't feel like a sub 2,000 ringgit projector, but it also has smart Android operating system built in, and it has really good sound quality. So here's what the Yaber Ace K1 is all about in today's video. Now, first of all, the Yaber Ace K1 is a really big and heavy device, and it comes in this solid box that I would advise that you keep it in case you want to transport it around, because Yaber doesn't provide a carrying case inside the box. So you can't just like carry this projector in a messenger bag or whatsoever. You just gotta put it in this box and transport around. Now, what really impresses me about this projector is the build quality. Now look at how premium it is for a sub 2,000 ringgit projector, because most other brands that I've seen out there don't come with this kind of premium texture, premium vents, as well as a fabric top, as most of them will usually just offer a really cheap glossy plastic or matte plastic on top that will attract smudges and even get dirty in the long term. So yeah, this is actually a really nice projector to own, and if you tell people that this is a 3,000 to 4,000 ringgit projector, they are going to believe it. All right, now let's check out some of the hardware features right here. So let's take off this lens cap. It's a really big one. Now, if you turn to the bottom here, you do realize that there's actually a speaker grill right here, and this is where it has a subwoofer inside here. It is actually really impressive, which I can show you guys in a bit. You have a subwoofer down here, and the total sound output is 15 watts, which is relatively powerful for a projector. Now, you do also get this tool right here. It's like a mini stand for the projector to prop it up on the table should you be using it on the table. And to be honest, you can only use this projector on a table, but not mount onto any universal projector mount. But I'm sure Yaber does sell a proprietary mount separately if you want to mount this onto your ceiling and to show it to your home theater room or whatever, right? Now, what also really impressed me is the amount of inputs that the projector offers. Now, you get a headphone port, an AV port for legacy devices, 2 USB-A ports, 2 HDMI inputs, and a RJ45 port. Now, for a sub 2,000 ringgit projector, having this amount of ports is pretty commendable. The Ace K1 uses a standard 2-pin power cord to power it up, which I think is really convenient if you tend to misplace your power cords all the time, because this is a really standard power cord that you can find in electrical stores just in case you misplace it. Now, in case you also misplace your remote all the time, you do also get a row of capacitive buttons on top to control the projector's functions. And speaking of functions and features, the Ace K1 is an Android OS powered projector. So it's not exactly the kind of turn on the projector, plug in HDMI devices kind of projector. It is actually a smart projector that you can run apps such as YouTube, Netflix, and all that. Though, unfortunately, this doesn't run on the Android TV operating system. So obviously, you are not getting licensed Netflix on this thing. So yeah, but you do get to watch YouTube by default on this without plugging in any external devices. And now, let's head on over to our screen and check out how the Yaber Ace K1 works. Now, as you can see, this is the exact same user interface that you get on the Yaber L1 mini projector that we reviewed a while ago, and it is a very user-friendly interface that I like it a lot. Now, in terms of image quality, the Yaber Ace K1 is definitely many times better than the L1 mini projector because it outputs native 1080p resolution, and it is also brighter with a 650 ANSI lumen brightness, which is the reason why, despite there's still some lighting source around, you can still see pretty clearly, though I would advise that you need to shut off all the lights for the best possible image quality. Now, let's take a look at the user interface again, because for those who haven't watched my L1 mini projector review, here's a recap. Now, you basically get some really nice tabs on top, which is very Google TV-like. So you get the Home tab, which is your home screen that gives you quick access to your frequently used apps. You do have some other apps such as Plex, YouTube Kids, Red Bull TV, and some content recommendation at the bottom. Now, if we head on over to the top here, this is your apps tab. So you can go into categories by video, news, music, sports, and lifestyle. And unfortunately, on the Yaber Ace K1, you do not get the Google Play Store right here, but you only get Yaber's very own proprietary app store, which actually looks just like this. Let me just head on to it. It is a proprietary app store that has all the compatible apps that you can download onto the projector, which I think is a pretty nice touch. You don't need to start load APKs and all that, but you can definitely still do that because this is actually an Android-based system, so it already offers the essential apps inside this app store. Though it would be cool if they just included Google Play Store on this so that you can just download some other apps there. But alright, this is the app store from Yaber, which I think is sufficient for everyone right there. Now let's go back to the home screen and we're going to head on over to our video tab, alright? So this is probably the most interesting part of Yaber's customized Android operating system because it really does take some cool content recommendations from various from YouTube mainly. Like you see, there's like Hot Film Express, the latest news, hottest matches, kids content. So you don't really need to think of what to watch whenever you turn on the projector. So it already suggests what kind of content that you want to watch, not unless you really have like a separate TV box connected to it and you know what to watch. And you even get a music tab, which basically streams music from some of these services, but I'm sure for all these recommendations, it's all directly from YouTube, which I think is really cool. Now you do get music apps such as Amazon Music, TuneIn Radio, YouTube Music, Deezer, and Cello concerts preloaded here, which is actually pretty cool. Now you do also get to choose between music genres, so I guess that's a really cool user interface for recommending content. Now, let's head on over to settings here because this is something that I want to show you guys, and one of it is the keystone adjustment. Now, sometimes it's not always that you have a like a flat surface to put your projector on, or you might have some awkward position that you just can't find any way to put your projector properly, which is why you will usually need to adjust the keystone of the projector. Now, let me just show you guys on how to do that because I think the way it adjusts keystone is really super cool. Now, the Ace K1 does have automatic keystone like any other projectors that you see out there, but as we all know, automatic keystone, it doesn't work really well all the time because, like I said, it really depends on the surface and the environment that you put your projector on. You even get autofocus, which is really cool. Let me show you how it works. So this is the remote here. So we just basically press on this button and it's going to come up with this QR code like screen that's going to try to focus on. And oh, by the way, the Yaber Ace K1 actually has a camera on the front, which I think is also used for focusing, and that's really cool. And it is something that I don't see a lot on other projectors. That camera is basically used to adjust the focus, which is really cool. Now, as you can see, after I press on the autofocus, the keystone has already ran off. So let's try to do the manual keystone, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, let's head on over here. Now, as you can see, it gives you 4 corners to adjust. So I'm just going to press the left on my remote control now. So we're just going to put it to the left, and let's switch to the top right panel, and we are just going to try to move it in. Okay, easy does it. This is a pretty good keystone that we have already adjusted, and once you are done, simply just press back and you're all set. It's just as simple. So I don't really recommend using the automatic keystone or automatic focus feature all the time because sometimes your keystone simply just run away and it really takes some time to get it set up once again. So this is a really cool feature that I really like a lot on the Yaber Ace K1 projector. Now, of course, this projector, like the Yaber L1 mini projector that we reviewed previously, it also has Wi-Fi 6 support. So basically it is a Wi-Fi enabled projector, which is the reason why you can go onto YouTube and all that. And it is actually a pretty fast Wi-Fi 6 connection. So yeah, streaming and all that is pretty smooth on this projector, okay? So you've basically seen all the features of the Yaber Ace K1, which I think is really cool. And now it is time to let you guys hear how good the speaker is, because I can tell you this 15-watt stereo sound speaker system will blow you away.
We're making moves. We're climbing.
as you have heard just now, the speaker quality of the Ace K1 is incredible. But now, as usual, we are going to do a gaming test on the Ace K1 to see whether it has any sort of input lag. So let's do some Spider-Man swinging around New York City, alright? Let's start the game. Alright, so we're in this disco place where I'm actually trying to kill some enemies here, obviously. And to be honest, I do realize a bit of input lag here. When I press a button on my PS5 controller, it doesn't like respond immediately. But man, look at the image quality. It's just so good. I mean, it's compared to the L1 that I previously reviewed. It's obviously a way better image quality that you're seeing here. But I just feel that the lag is just so noticeable. Like, I can't really kill enemies fast enough here. But yeah, overall, I would say that image quality is pretty good, but not too great of a gaming projector. As you can see, I died in Spider-Man, alright? So yeah, that's the gaming experience on the Yaber Ace K1 projector. Overall, I think this is not a really suitable projector for gaming, but for movie watching and all that, this is actually an excellent projector. So there you have it. You can see how impressive the image and sound quality of the Yaber Ace K1 projector is, and it is really hard to find another projector that's under 2,000 ringgit with such kind of premium features. So yep, that's all for my review on the Yaber Ace K1 projector. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next one.